Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for being here. So I want to tell you a message that Spirit has been laying on my heart all day today. They hate you. So what? They hate you for breathing. They hate you. These are the people that you called your friends. These are the people that you call family. They hate you. They hate your guts. They're always going to hate you because you shine so brightly and they don't understand brightness. They don't understand the light. They live in the dark. They choose to live in the dark. They continue to stay there. And a lot of you might be feeling this urge to let people go, but you know what's going to be coming down the pike for them. Them having contributed to the downfall of you, God's child. It will not end well for them. And you know that releasing them is going to allow them to get the karma that they so rightly deserve. So one thing that came up was the guilt trips that these people put you on. If you leave me, I'm going to do this. I'm going to harm myself. If you leave me, I'm going to do that. If you leave, I'm going to tell everybody about this. If you leave me, I'm going to manipulate you this way. Nah, that's a trick of the devil, honey. That's straight up narcissism, and that is desperation at its finest. So right now, if you have this fear of leaving this person behind, because they're going to out you in some way or make you feel less than or tell maybe a new partner about something that you did before, you have to realize that your frequency is so much higher, which means you're bringing in beautiful, angelic, high vibrational people of your soul family. Those people do not really care about your past. They don't look at the past. They look in the present moment and they look to the future. Those people, the ones that you really want in your life, if anything were to happen and something you're exploited in some way or harmed in any way, if anything, the new people coming in will just look at that other person like a monster and really fucking pathetic, honestly. So don't worry. I think that one thing that was coming up was you're about ready to meet your soul family, but you're afraid that the person from the past can do something to debilitate you or make you frightened and scared to form a new bond with someone. I saw 222 on the clock. So you might even have a soulmate coming in and you're afraid of a toxic false twin flame in the past doing something to harm you. There's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do. Darkness doesn't exist in the light. You and this beautiful star seed, this soul family that you've got going on that you're about to bring in because of your vibration being so high, these people cannot even understand the depravity of people that want to do something like that. It will immediately bounce off. It will bounce off of you, your couple, this soul family you got going on will immediately bounce off, go right back to the sender. You're too high a vibration anymore. Just the same way that I'm not saying you're as high vibrational as Archangel Michael, but as an example, when you pray to Archangel Michael or Jesus or whatever deity you subscribe to, just like no one can harm them because they are the epitome of vibrationally unconditional love. No one can harm Archangel Michael. No one. Well, not only just because he's a powerful archangel, but they can't because of the dynamic of it. It's pure light, right? I do believe Archangel Michael is a consciousness, but I also believe it's a frequency. So you as well are a frequency, but you are a consciousness. They can't do anything. Even if there were an attack on you, it would immediately bounce back. That person would get so much karma. They would either learn their lesson or keep stupidly doing it. And if they keep stupidly trying, good on them. They honestly deserve the fucking hell that's about to come. At the end of the day, I have no empathy or sympathy anymore. None. And nor does God, because I'm telling you right now, like God's people are being pummeled, spiritually attacked left and right, and there's just no mercy anymore. It's Judgment Day for a reason. It's end times for a reason. It's a book of Revelation for a reason. Like God is fed up with his people getting pummeled, harassed, targeted, and made to live in fear of moving forward with someone new, or a whole group of people, or a whole new career, or whatever. You're feeling so caged in, so tied in with the past that you're afraid of the new. But what you have no idea is the new is so much more aligned with you. The new is comfort. The new is peace. The new brings harmony. Even if it's not a forever thing, you're still bringing in someone vibrationally at that level with you where you are right now. in the same way that you brought in a narcissist when you were at a vibrational level of fear back then. but you're not at that level anymore. You're at the level now of unconditional love, boundaries, loving yourself, loving others, right? Loving the divine, loving the whole world. You are naturally going to radiate a level that brings in people who do the exact same thing. Even if they're not long-term in your life forever, it won't matter. It won't matter because you know that even if you're alone, you're still safe. You're still fine on your own. But most of these connections are actually long-term. They are long-term, actually. Hang on. I'm going to light my candle and light some incense. Holy Spirit, I ask that you please allow me to channel this message for the Divine Feminine and Masculine Collective at this time. Thank you. And for my high priestesses out there, you've been seeing the blowback during your readings. You feel this intense, like, oh, don't talk about that. We don't talk about that while you're doing your channeled messages. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. If that viewer does not like that you're preaching truth and they are that triggered by it, honey, they can click off, unsubscribe, whatever. You're here to plant the seed and that's it. So at the end of the day, like, I'm done giving a shit about people's fragile egos. Like, I feel like you're done giving a shit about people's fragile egos. Like, whatever. Like, whatever. I don't care. You don't like it, tough shit. Not my problem. Not my problem. Handle your ego, because the higher self is not offended by truth. Only our egos are offended by truth. So if any of you right now as readers, like you start reading, right, and you feel really, really good and empowered in the message, right? And then all of a sudden you feel like resistance, like you can't say the truth or you can't speak this message. Like, oh, don't say it because there's somebody going to be offended. Bust through it, honey. I think that you need to stop for a second in the reading, address the fact that there's blowback, address the fact that somebody does not want you to speak, say it out loud. Okay. You could even say something like, okay, I understand that somebody is going to be triggered by this message, but I'm going to say it anyway. If you want to click off, please do so now. And then whatever you need to say. Because right now you are meant to be known for a priestess. You are meant to be a high priest and high priestess right now, Divine Collective. That's what you're being called to step up and do. Of course it's going to trigger people. Of course. Truth always does. Truth hurts. That's a saying for a reason. Truth fucking hurts. But what does it hurt? The ego, the mind of man, the mind of mankind, the lower mind. That's the only thing it hurts. The higher self is never affected by truth. It thrives in truth. It loves truth. The higher self craves truth. And it craves truth speakers. So if you want your channel to blow up, if you want something to go well for you and that you have more clients, you bring in this new clientele, you're going to need to start speaking some truth, High Priestess. Okay? Now that I got that out of the way, wow. Oh, loud message. Yeah. I heard loud messenger. A loud messenger. You were a black sheep of the family when you were a kid. You're a black sheep of the family now. You're a black sheep of the whole world now, Now you work for a greater cause. Now you work for a bigger plan. So you still have that same truth. You still have that same need to be heard, but you also still have that same fear of rejection. It's human nature. It's human. Of course, a lot of us are afraid to be ridiculed and judged and told like, wow, that's so aggressive. Like, I can't believe you say something like that. You know what I mean? There's going to be times when people don't understand your messages, like where you're getting these gonads from. Where the hell do you get off? Where are you getting these balls of steel from? The Most High. That's where you're getting it from, right? Like if I ask Archangel Michael right now to please protect me and keep me safe and allow me to channel the truth right now, he's going to do so. Because I allow it, I ask for it, I welcome it in. So is anyone clicking on your videos. They're welcoming it in. If now you are known as a truth speaker and someone deliberately signs up for that, they either pay for a reading or they click on your links or whatever, they're signing up for that. They want truth. They want truth. Those who don't want truth will just cease to exist. They will just get out of your reality. Well, one, they'll be forced out of your reality because the truth that you speak is so hard-hitting, they won't like to hear it. they will, by association, leave. They have no choice. Especially when you're focusing all of your energy and your intense messages, the way that you deliver these videos. Once you deliver this to a different crowd, a different group, a different collective, right? Healers healing healers, leaders leading leaders. Once you start addressing a different collective, the old collective of like, I don't give a shit, I don't want to work on that, I don't care what you say, I'm not going to heal myself, you're entitled and I'm entitled and everybody's entitled. That old world, babe, it will cease to exist. It will die out. The old earth, the former earth, is dying out. There is a new earth being built. So as much as you might fear being way ahead of your time, because you are, when you talk about these things, people might think, oh, she's just out there working with demons or aliens, talking about like all this crazy shit. I don't give a shit what they think. I care what I think, and I care what God thinks. That's all. That's all you should be caring about too, High Priestess. You should care about your soul, your evolution, your ascension, and getting the fuck out of Dodge. That's what you should be caring about. Do you care about those things? Because if you care about those things, then you will be speaking truth very eloquently, by the way. Just because people don't like truth doesn't mean that you are somehow the devil. Just because people don't want to hear what you have to say doesn't mean that the approach or the way that you're speaking it is any less kind, loving, coming from a good place. You are the epitome of love. Literally anything you say as a High Priestess is love. Warning someone that if they do this and this and this, they may end up passing away or something. That is just as much love as telling somebody like they're about to win the lottery. It is just as much love. You are tuning into the Archaic records. You are working for that person, whoever it is, whatever client you have or viewer or whatever. You are the epitome of love. So no matter which message you give, it is love. It is love. You now know the karma that is coming down the pike for you as a priestess if you lie by omission or withhold truth. You now know what that is. You now know it's not great. It does not feel good to be a liar and to be getting intense karma for that. So if any of you are being called as a High Priestess to step up right now, which all of us are, you're going to have to face this fear head on. Yes, people will not like the truth that you are giving 20 years ahead of your time. They may not like it, tough shit. They don't have to subscribe to you. They don't have to book a reading with you. If they don't want truth, well, they can go to someone else peddling lies. That's cool. Let them choose that. You, on the other hand, are out there speaking truth very boldly, very boldly. And if people don't like that, then they just, tough shit. They don't have to listen. Most of them don't anyway. Most of them won't anyway. But when proof is in the pudding and you start seeing that people really are hungry for this truth, the truth that you know, the truth of angels that are healing, Reiki that you've learned, how to draw boundaries, how to protect yourself in the astral realm, like how to work with angels, and the Most High is constantly providing for you. That proof is in the pudding. People will eventually learn the truth when they see it with their eyeballs. When they see it with their eyeballs, there will be no avoiding it. Every knee shall bow and every tongue confess. At that point, there will be no one left to say so-and-so is not a High Priestess. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.